Today, we are going to talk about one of the latest and the most prosperous religion of the world. Religion which has lots of wisdom and war history in it. Religion about love, affection, but at the same time about martyrdom and valor. One of the most heroic history of any religion in the world. One of the most inspiring journey of any religion in the world. Sikhism, which constitutes around 30 million people on the planet from all 6 continents of the world, and 90% of them resides in India. Another majority are there in US, Canada, UK, and other countries. So let's start this Sikhism. In today's session, we are going to talk about 8 points. First, origin of Sikhism. Second, the scriptures. Third, prayers. Fourth, the pillars of Sikhism. Fifth, the philosophy of Sikhism. Sixth, importance of 5 Ka. Seventh, worship. And eighth, festivals. So let's venture into this beautiful journey of one of the most beautiful religions of the world, Sikhism. Before we begin, I would again remind you, I'm not the expert, but a student, a sincere student of the subject. And we are here to appreciate the wisdom of every religion rather than being judgmental about it. So we are going to start talking about Sikhism. The journey begins in 1469, India, with the birth of Nanaka. Nanaka was born in a middle-class family. His father was a Patwari in government that time, and he was in Hindu family. He was extremely sharp in the reception of Vedas and scriptures from very early childhood. His thought process was very different from his friends and the people of his own age and the people of the elder age also. So father really wanted him to be more materialistically practical. He was given a teacher. The teacher was Maulvi Kutubuddin. So he received education from a Muslim teacher. He himself was a Hindu. And once you read about Guru Nanak Dev, you'll understand that he is such an excellent composition or compiler of all the religions together. So his age was 12 years only when his father wanted him to do something. So his father gave him 20 rupees. That time it was a big amount. And his father told him, do some business out of it. Go and do some business. So this young Nanak thought of doing some business. He took that money and he went to the market. But on the way, he found some of the saints doing penance. He thought that these saints and hermits, they may be hungry. So what he did is, he spent all 20 rupees. That was big amount. 500 years before today. Still, you can purchase something out of 20 rupees. That time it was big. So he purchased lots of food and other things for those hermits and saints. And then he fed them. And he was so happy and delighted seeing them eating. And when he came back, his father asked, how was the deal? What did you earn out of it? Nanaka replied, it was the best ever deal possible. In Sikhism, it is called Sacha Sauda. He said, just for 20 rupees, I got so much peace of mind, so much happiness because I invested it in feeding people. It was the world's first langar of Sikhism. Nanaka spent 20 rupees in feeding people, and today there are many gurudwaras where 1 lakh people eat daily in langar. So it was the first langar of its own kind. Father was very much upset. And he understood it. He cannot do any material business. He was, or rather, it is written in some text, he hit to him also. But Nanak was of a different caliber. So then he was told to join a job. He joined a job as an accountant somewhere. So he was counting something. And while he was counting something, so in Hindi, he was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 means 13 in English and 13 in Hindi. So the moment he reached to 13, he somehow couldn't speak further than 13. He started saying 13, 13, 13. He continued repeating 13, 13, 13. And people asked, why you are saying 13 again and again? He said, I realized, sab kuch to tera hai. Everything belongs to you. Nothing belongs to me. For people who don't know Hindi, tera has got two meanings. Tera means yours, and in digit also it means 13. So Nanak said, everything belongs to you. Nothing belongs to me. And then Nanak started. He left the job also from that accounting job. He went to do deep meditation. He would meditate for hours, maybe for days at times. And this continued. At the age of 33 years, he went to a river to take bath, but then he did not return at all. His best friend's name was Mardana. He was a Muslim. Mardana was shocked. Mardana was actually very much worried. He informed everybody that Nanaka went to the river, but he didn't return back. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. And everybody started mourning, crying. But after 3 days, Nanaka appeared from the river once again. He did 3 days continuous meditation. As he says, he interacted with the Lord himself. And that moment he got his realization. He said that was the moment of the death of ego. My ego died. And when ego means individuality dies, he said, I got the vision of oneness. I saw all are one. And Nanak said, there is no Hindu, there is no Muslim. Very strong statement that he gave. Just after getting realized, the first sentence he said is, there is no Hindu, there is no Muslim. And he said, God is one. Ek Omkar, as it is said in Sikhism. Ek means one, Omkar means God. The Lord is one. There is no Hindu, no Muslim. So there was a Qazi, a Muslim priest. He said, okay, fine, if there is no Hindu, there is no Muslim. Are you okay in performing namaz with me? Nanaka said, yes, I'm perfectly fine. I will come to the mosque to perform namaz with you. So namaz started, but Nanaka did not do any prayers. When everybody completed their prayers, then that Qazi said, why were you not praying? Nanaka said, only I was praying actually. None of you were praying. Qazi was furious. He said, how could you say this? He replied to that Qazi, look, be honest. While you bowed down to the Lord, to Allah, were you not thinking about the goats at your home? And the chap who is doing namaz next to me, was he not thinking about some other stuff at his home? Everybody of you thinking about anything other than Lord. Only I was thinking about Lord. You told me to do namaz with you, but none of you were doing, so I also couldn't bow down. So he was that straightforward. Imagine, 500 years back, he was that straightforward. Let me give you one more example to make you understand how much sharp he was. So there is a sacred thread sanskara in Hindus that it is called Yagyopavita. So a sacred thread is tied across the body of Hindus. So when Nanaka was told to do the sacred thread ceremony, that we will tie a sacred thread, look what he replied. He said, let the compassion be thy cotton. Spin it into the yarn of contentment. Give it the knots of continence, sayam, and twist it of truth. Thus will thou make a janeu for the soul. He said, don't tie a janeu to the body, make it for the soul. And if such one Such a one thou hast. Put it on me. Give it to me. So the point is, he was a path breaker in his understanding. When he started traveling, spreading this message, so he went to Jagannath Puri, where priests requested him to come and join the temple for worshipping the Lord. Look what he replies. Imagine a person 500 years back, that much open-minded. He said that I will not come into the temple because even the sky is the large plate. Whole sky is a plate. And sun and the moon are the lamps. The illuminous stars of the heaven are the pearls. Scented air from the sandal-clad hills is the incense, means dhoop. The wind make the whisk for thee, and the vast forest brings the garland of flowers. The unstuck music is the trumpet, and thus goes the arti of thee. He said, when the whole universe is performing the arti, why should I do it myself separately? Let me join the universe. He was so advanced in his thought process. And then he started walking, traveling with the message of oneness, Ek Omkar. It is called Udasis in Sikhism. 5 journeys, 5 Udasis he did. Can you imagine 24,000 kilometers? He actually traveled majority of these places. A person traveling by foot almost to Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Tibet, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Can you imagine that? And throughout his path, he had Mardana with him, his friend. So whenever Nanaka used to do some meditation and whenever he used to get some divine messages, he used to say, Mardana, Rabab Chod, instrument to play. Mardana used to play an instrument. It is called Rabab, musical instrument. So Nanaka used to say, Mardana, Rabab Chod, leave the Rabab. Bani aayi hai. I am receiving the messages. And then Nanaka became Guru Nanaka. He became the Guru. Who is a Guru? Gu means one. Gu means ahankara, the ego. Ru means one who removes the ego. It's called Guru. And whosoever started following him became a Sikh, means learning, learners, seekers. So Guru and Sikh. The Guru and the disciple. And the journey of Sikhism begins from here. So Nanaka started traveling, Guru Nanak started traveling across the globe, across the worlds, and then he started teaching the message. Just by 5 paisa, 1 coconut, and 1 sandal tilak, he gave this gaddi or the Gurudom, Guruship to his disciple called Guru Angad. So the next Guru of Sikhism after Guru Nanak Dev is Guru Angad. Guru Angad used to work at the retail shop of his father. Guru Angad was the one who started langar formally. He created akhadas, the place where all Sikh used to do physical exercises. And he compiled Guru Mukhi Lipi. So huge contribution. The script called Guru Mukhi, Guru Angad compiled. And then after Guru Angad, 3rd Guru came called Guru Amar Das. He also used to work at the retail shop of his father. He made 4 rules for langar. 3rd Guru, Guru Amar Das Ji, he made 4 rules of langar. First rule, cleanliness of food and self. Today you go to all the langars, you'll find so much cleanliness. At times you won't find your kitchens that clean as you'll find kitchens of langar. Second, 24/7 service. Go any time at the place of Lord, you will be fed. Sacha Sauda, the best deal. Third, love for all. Everybody is welcome. No caste, creed, gender, race, division, no. And fourth is equality for all. Everybody will sit down and eat. No big or no small. No rich, no poor. So these are the four rules Guru Amar Das introduced. So everybody started contributing. Fourth Guru was Guru Ramdas ji. वो चने बेचते थे, peanuts and all he used to sell. Guru Ramdas ji contributed in the journey of Sikhism by establishing a complete city called Guru Ramdaspura. He was the one who created that sarovar called Ram Sarovar, that pond, that lake actually, sacred lake, Ram Sarovar. And here is the turning point. So there is a very interesting story behind it. Look, since last four gurus, this Guru Gaddi or Gurudom or the seat of Guru was not given to the son of any Guru. So Guru Nanak did not give Guru Gaddi to his son. Similarly, Guru Angad didn't give to his son or daughter. Guru Amar Das didn't give it to his son or daughter. But from Guru Ramdas, things changed. What happened is, he was taking bath one day. So there was a small nail on the stool, in the stool where he was seated. So Guru Ramdas ji's daughter saw that nail and he thought, if it will stuck the Guruji, he may bleed. So she put hand over it. So she bleeded, but she did not let her father to bleed. When father saw the sacrifice of the daughter for the Guru, then father or Guru Ramdas said to his daughter, ask any boon, ask and shall be granted. Then daughter asked for the first time that my request is, the boon I want is Guru Gaddi should remain in the family. For the first time it's happened. Guru Ramdas ji then gave a prophecy that today, if we are deciding to pass on Guru Gaddi only in the family, out of blood shed, you ask this boon. The history of Sikhism will not be devoid of this bloodshed. There will be bloodshed. He gave a prophecy. So fifth Guru was Guru Arjan Dev, who was son of, who was from the disciple, who was from the family of Guru Ramdas only. Now, Guru Arjan Dev is the fifth Guru, and from here, everything changes. As I told you that Guru Arjan Dev was the son of Guru Ramdas ji. So everything changed from here. From here, Sikh history takes a turning point. So he changed the name of Ramdaspura to Amritsar. He created Harmandir Sahib, the most sacred place of Sikhism in the world. And interestingly, the first brick of Harmandir Sahib was put by Mian Mir of Lahore, who was a Muslim. He put the first brick. And Guru Arjan Dev was the one who compiled the Adi Granth Sahib. Adi Granth means all the teachings of four Gurus was compiled by Guru Arjan Dev. Huge contribution. It is called Adi Granth, the most sacred Granth of Sikhism. But one thing happened that changed the history of Sikhism forever. Guru Arjan Dev sheltered a prince called Khusro. Khusro was the son of Emperor Jahangir. So Emperor Jahangir did not want anybody to shelter his son because his son was doing revolt against the emperor himself. So the brother of Guru Arjan Dev, his name was Prithvi Chand. He felt very bad because he did not get Guruship, Guru Gaddi, and his brother Guru Arjan Dev got Guru Gaddi. So can you imagine, his brother only went to Jahangir and he spoke ill about Guru Arjan Dev. He said that Guru Arjan has sheltered the prince against you, and he will support the prince against you if the prince will attack you. And he spoke all the bad things. And then he also said that Guru Arjan has created a scripture of his own, and he says that everybody to follow that scripture. So it appeared like a blasphemy that time to Emperor Jahangir. So Emperor Jahangir caught him, imprisoned him, Guru Arjan Dev. Look, it is the turning point in the history of Sikhism. In 1606, at the banks of river Ravi, when Guru Arjan Dev was 43 years of age, Jahangir demanded, he said, there are two options I can give you. Either as a penalty for what you have done, you have sheltered him, give 2 lakh rupees and remove few hymns from Adi Granth. This is option 1. Option 2, be prepared to die. These are 2 options. Option 1, give 2 lakh rupees as a penalty and change few hymns of Adi Granth. Guru Arjan refused to take any change in Adi Granth. As a repercussion, he was executed. He was made to sit on the red hot sand, and boiling hot water was poured over his naked body. It was the first martyrdom by any Sikh Guru in history. Guru Arjan did not retaliate it. He said, thy will shall be done. O Vaheguru, O wondrous Lord, it may be your will only. I surrender. And then he said, you can kill this body, but you cannot kill the immortal flame that I am. And he was quite very correct. Guru Arjan instructed before this his son to make 3 major changes in Sikhism, looking at the changing environment. First, instead of topi, a kind of cap, he said now Sikhs should wear turban, pagadi. Second change, now the time has come that you should start wearing sword. So every Sikh should have sword. And third, Guru Gaddi now onwards will be called as Akal Takht. Akal means eternal. Takht means the throne. An eternal throne of wisdom. It will be called like this. So from here, everything changed. Sixth Guru was Guru Gobind Singh. He was just 11 years old when he lost his father. But this misery made him matured very soon. His father told him to wear the sword. He started wearing 2 swords together. One sword is called sword of Miri. Miri means the brave warrior. And second sword of Piri. Piri means the person with wisdom, one who knows the scriptures. So Piri means one who has read and understood the scriptures, Shastras. And Miri means the power, the valor. So Shastra and Shastra is being represented by his 2 swords. So he started wearing 2 swords together. At the age of 16 years only, even he was imprisoned by Jahangir because he was suspicious about him. And along with that Prince Khusro and all of his supporters, even he was imprisoned. But Mia Mi, remember who put the first brick of Harmandir Sahib. Mia Mir had great reputation in the eyes of Jahangir. So Mia Mir recommended Jahangir and agreed him to leave Guru Har Gobind. He said that he will never be a threat to you. You leave him. So somehow Jahangir understood it and he was ready to leave Guru Har Gobind. But a person of his understanding and wisdom, Guru Har Gobind said, I will not leave the prison till all 52 other Hindu kings are also not left. So release them also. Release all of us together. So because he insisted, finally Jahangir agreed. So all 52 Hindu kings were released along with Guru Har Gobind. He did not think of himself. He thought of everybody else. That's why Guru Har Gobind is called as Bandi Chhod Peer. Bandi Chhod means one who became an instrument of getting 52 people released. But Guru Har Gobind was kept captive in Delhi only, though he was released from the prison, but kept captive. Meanwhile, Jahangir could understand he is no much threat. So on the day of Diwali, Jahangir came along with Guru Har Gobind ji to Amritsar. The Emperor of India came to Amritsar with Guru Har Gobind. Jahangir was very happy. And then onwards, Jahangir and he did not have much problems with each other. After Jahangir, Shah Jahan became the next king. But then some people started coaxing Shah Jahan that Guru Har Gobind dresses like a king. He's not a saint. He dresses like a king. He will certainly take revenge of his father. He is collecting army. He is collecting weapons. So somehow once Shah Jahan became the emperor, again the battle became Sikhs and Mughals started. And the battle continued. So after Guru Har Gobind, 7th Guru was Guru Hari Rai, who was grandson of Guru Har Gobind. And then 8th Guru was Guru Hari Krishna. So he was just 8 years old, Guru Hari Krishna. Now, after Shah Jahan, now the new emperor was Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb called him to Delhi, Guru Har Krishna. Guru Har Krishna had to go because emperor called him. Raja Jai Singh gave his guarantee that you will not be hurt by the emperor. I gave you that guarantee. And then he himself took Guru Hari Krishna. Guru Hari Krishna's age was only 8 years when he was brought to Aurangzeb's court. He knew that in his family such a martyrdom happened by Mughals. And then he stayed at the palace of Raja Jai Singh. Today that palace is called Gurudwara Bangla Sahib. And that time cholera broke in Delhi. Guru had some divine powers. So he started healing people out of cholera. When he started healing people, he healed many of the people, but then the same disease happened to him also. Just at the age of 13 years, Guru died. People asked that why didn't he save himself? Then Guru Har Krishna said, the knowledge and the wisdom a Guru has is for everybody else. Wisdom is to serve, not to serve self. We are not gurus to serve only ourselves. We are gurus to serve everybody around. So once he died at such an early age, just 13 years age, he died. Then the question came, who will be the next Guru? And then 22 different claims came that who will be the next Guru. So there was one sincere claim came and he became the 9th Guru. He was Guru Tegh Bahadur. Guru Tegh Bahadur was son of Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Har Gobind Ji. He was the son of Guru Har Gobind Singh. So, because there were many claims, so it was very difficult to identify who is the right Guru. So it happened so, it is very interesting to know, it happened so that when Guru Tegh Bahadur went to the Harmandir Sahib, he himself, the Granthi or the guardian of the Harmandir Sahib, closed the doors for the Guru himself. He said, I don't recognize who you are. Imagine the doors of the Gurudwara getting closed for Guru himself. So Guru Tegh Bahadur stood, he sat down beneath a tree there, and there today is Gurudwara Thada Sahib. So finally, after some time, everybody realized that he is the right Guru, and then Guru Tegh Bahadur he was officially being accepted by everybody as the 9th Guru. But from here, things started changing. A group of Kashmiri Pandits seeked the refuge and support from Guru Tegh Bahadur. Remember that Prince Khusro got refused and Guru Arjan had to give martyrdom. The history repeated. Now Kashmiri Pandit wants to seek refuge because under the rule of Aurangzeb, they were forced for conversion. They were given two options, either to die or to convert. Guru Tegh Bahadur said, give up your head, but forsake not those who you have undertaken to protect. In spite of that deadly history of Guru Arjan Dev, he decided to protect them. And he decided to be their messenger and to negotiate and to talk with Aurangzeb, the emperor that time, for the benefit of Kashmiri Pandits. But he knew if he'll go there, anything can happen. So there is a very interesting story. That time his son, whose name was Govind Rai, he was only 9 years old. So he went to his son and he said, you know what? Head of a great person is needed to protect Kashmiri Pandits. He could foresee it. That head of a great person is needed. His 9 years old son said, Govind Rai, he said, who can be greater than you, my father, to give such a sacrifice? Then Guru asked, if I will sacrifice my life, what will happen to you, my son? And the answer Hari Rai, 9-year-old child gives goosebumps to humanity. He said, 9-year-old child saying this, imagine, oh my father, leave this attachment with me. The Lord who protected me in the womb of mother for 9 months, won't that Lord protect me still now? As of now, I am 9 years old now. So the same Lord will protect me. You don't worry. Guru felt so much relieved that he can walk on the path of righteousness. He went to Delhi and rest is history. Aurangzeb gave him 3 options. Option number 1. Remember 2 options given by Jahangir to Guru Arjan Dev. Now Aurangzeb gave him 3 options. So what happened is Guru Tegh Bahadur told that if you can convert me, everybody will be ready to convert. You convince me to convert. Nobody could convince him to convert. But Aurangzeb was very arrogant. He said, no, we won't go that way. Aurangzeb said, you have 3 options. Option number 1, either show a miracle. Option number 2, follow Islam, convert into Islam. Option number 3, be ready to die. Guru Tegh Bahadur said, for option 1, show a miracle. It will be against the law of nature. So no way I'm doing it. Second, follow Islam. He said, I appreciate all the religion. Even the first brick of Guru Harmandir Sahib, Harmandir Sahib is put by a Muslim. The teacher, one of the teachers of Guru Nanak was a Muslim. The best friend of Guru Nanak was a Muslim. And so many Muslim saints, their preachings are there in Adi Granth. So I appreciate all the religion. But conversion, I won't permit. I won't let it happen. So what was the option left? Aurangzeb said, fine, then be ready to die. At the Chandni Chowk of Delhi, which is the most populated area of Delhi, Guru Tegh Bahadur was put in a small and very uncomfortable cage. It was that much small that he could neither stand straight or could not even sit. It was that uncomfortable. And then he was put on an elevated platform, which will be visible from distance. And to terrify the Guru, they caught 3 of his disciples and they tortured them to death in front of the eyes of the Guru himself. First was Bhai Mati Das. He was slaughtered into pieces. He was cut into 2 pieces from the center. Guru was looking at it. Just imagine, and you will understand the gravity of that moment. In front of everybody it happened. Bhai Dayal Das, he was boiled alive in a vessel. Alive he was boiled. Guru was looking at it with all compassion. Bhai Sati Das, he was wrapped with cotton and he was put in fire alive. But Guru decided he will not move. And now Guru was completely ready. 11th November 1675. Guru was publicly beheaded in Chandni Chowk near Red Fort. The biggest martyrdom anybody can imagine. For him it is said, "Cease diya par sar na diya." He gave away his head, but he did not give away his dharma, his pride. And when when he was beheaded, there was a twister that came. And in that twister, nothing could be seen actually. A windy twister. And utilizing that twister, small twister, Bhai Jeta, he brought the head of Guru and he took it to Anandpur Sahib, to Govind Rai ji, his son. And Bhai Lakhi Sahib, he could get the body of the Guru and he put that body, he took away that body of the Guru and he put that body of the Guru in his house and he burnt whole house. Because if he'll separately do the funeral, Mughals will come to know. So the best thing was he put his whole house to the funeral, to the fire. He burnt so that auspiciously and properly Guru's body should be given funeral. And today at that place is Gurudwara Rakabganj, where Bhai Lakhi Shah's house was there. And where Guru was beheaded, today there is Gurudwara Shishganj. Guru Tegh Bahadur is called as the Hind Ki Chadar, the shield of India. And when this head reached to Guru Govind Rai, now he's the Guru. The Guru Govind Rai, he was just 9 years old. He asked just 3 questions. When he saw his father's head, imagine a 9 years old son seeing his father's head without body. He just asked 3 questions. Question number 1. Was there nobody when my father was getting beheaded? People said, no, there were some people. There were many people, in fact. Govind Rai asked another question. There was no male, koi mard nahi tha wahan. With full of shame, people said, no, there were many male also there. There were majority of the male only. Mard the wahan. And then the third question he asked, was there no Sikh there? With deep shame, everybody replied, there were many Sikhs also there. Govind Rai said, now I have nothing to ask, because he himself became the answer. He did not want any answer from anybody. And from here begins the history and the journey of the 10th Guru, Guru Govind Singh. Guru Govind Singh was a person of very distinctive caliber. He fortified Anandpur Sahib. And when you read the history and life of Guru Govind Singh, it inspires you. He became matured so fast. In such an early age, he saw this much. So he fortified Anandpur Sahib. He created a fort there. On 13th April 1699, on Baisakhi, he performed an yajna. And in that yajna, there were 10,000 people who got gathered at Anandpur Sahib. What he did was, it is very interesting. He put a tent pitched upon the hill. And from that tent, he came out, Guru Govind Rai came. And then he drew his sword and asked, is there any volunteer who is ready to give away his head in the name of Dharma? Could you see? His father gave his head in the name of Dharma. He said, is there anybody out of you 10,000 people who is ready to give your head in the name of Dharma? The first hand raised. His name was Daya Ram. Guru took him inside the tent and Guru returned alone with a bloody sword. He said, anybody else? Another person came. His name was Dharamdas. He was also taken in the tent. Guru again came with bloody sword. Anybody else? He said. Next person, third came, Himmat Rai. The same process was repeated. Guru came alone outside. Anybody else? Mohkam Chand came. Guru took him also. With a bloody sword, Guru came again alone. Anybody else? Then the fifth one was Sahib Chand. And then Guru took him inside. After some time, Guru and all five of them came together. All five of them came together. And then Guru said that they are my Panch Pyare, five beloved ones who are ready to give away their life even on the path of righteousness. Very symbolically, somehow it happened that all five of them belong to different castes, different society status, high and low both. One was shopkeeper, another was farmer, another was tailor or a barber. One was from Lahore, one was from UP, one was from Gujarat, one was from Odisha, one was from Kerala, Karnataka. Almost whole nation got gathered in a way. And even there is a very symbolic, beautiful meaning in this. See, the first person who came was Daya Singh. Daya means compassion. The foundation of everything is Daya. If there is compassion, then what sprouts from compassion? Dharam thing. Dharam. Dharam means the truth or the faith. The foundation of dharma has to be compassion. Third was Himmat Rai. Once you are on the path of righteousness, automatically you get himmat or valor, courage. Fifth one was Mahkam Singh. Mahkam means what? Mahkam means peace. Once you are right and you are courageous, your mind will be peaceful. And last is Sahib Chand. Sahib means a good friend. One who is peaceful can be good to others also. So this name also has very symbolic meaning. Guru called these five as first Khalsa. Khalsa is an Arabic word. It derived from Khalis. Khalis means to be very pure, straightforward, truthful, solid, sincere, and free. Khalsa. And then Guru said, now onwards, all of them will write same surname. Everybody will become Singh. So it became Daya Singh, Dharam Singh, Himmat Singh, Mohkam Singh, Sahib Singh. Singh means lion. Singh means that brave like lion, ready to give away your life if needed. Then what Guru did is he mixed water and sugar in an iron bowl, stirred it with the double-edged sword. The double-edged sword became the symbol of Khalsa later on. Double-edged sword. Double-edged, one edge represents Shastra, scriptures. Another represents Shastra, weapon. It represents Miri and Piri. Miri means king. Piri means saint. And while steering it, he was reciting Guru Bani and prepared what is called Amrit, the nectar in Sikhism. So he prepared that nectar. And then Guru for the first time initiated those Panch Pyara in Khalsa. Who can be better than those who are ready to give away their life in the path of righteousness? And they became the first Khalsa. It is called Khanda Ki Pahul, baptism ceremony. So they became the first 5 Khalsa. And then interestingly, Guru requested them to initiate himself. So Guru himself became the 6th Khalsa, and now onwards Guru Govind Rai became Guru Govind Singh. Still this Amrit Chakhna ceremony, drinking the nectar of Dharma, eternity, is very important in Sikhism. After this Amrit Chakhna, male becomes Singh. Female becomes Kaur, means the princess. Amrit Dhari Khalsa they are called. So then Guru told, Dharam or Bharam mein antar jano. Know the difference between what is truth and what is illusion. And then he said, all the followers of Khalsa will be called Khalsa after Amrit Chakhna. After the ceremony, you will be inducted in Khalsa Panth. And then he mentioned 5 compulsory things for Khalsa. 5 ka it is said. Kesh, Krapan, Kacha, Kangha or Kadha. We will discuss it later. And as I said, everybody will put Singh and female Kaur. Third thing, people who follow Khalsa, they will never fear of death. He has seen how his father was martyred because people were afraid of death. Fourth, will be ready to sacrifice his whole life for dharma. These 4 things are must. 5 ka, put Singh and Kaur, never fear of death. And 4th is be ready to sacrifice his life for the dharma. He said, it is said, Jo lade deen ke het sura sohi, katra katra kat mare, kabhi na chhade khet sura sohi. One who can give away his life for the poor, needy, is the really brave one. But now the difficulties were about to start. The Mughal representative of Punjab called Wazir Khan attacked on Anandpur Sahib. Mughals attacked. And that led to that famous battle of Chamkaur. In the battle of Chamkaur, the eldest son of Guru Govind Singh Ji, Ajit Singh, martyred just at the age of 18 years, such young. In the same battle, his another son, Junjhar Singh Ji, he also got martyred just at the age of 13 years. So Guru Govind Singh Ji lost his father in martyrdom, lost both of his sons in martyrdom. He had 2 more sons. So he sent his mother and 2 of his sons. Their name was Joravar Singh Ji and Fateh Singh Ji. So he sent 2 of his sons with Mata Gujri, with some treasures, with a cook called Gangu at a safe place. So this cook called Gangu took his mother, Mata Gujri, mother of Guru Govind Singh, and 2 sons of Guru Govind Singh Ji to a safe place. But looking at that treasure, Gangu became greedy. Meanwhile, the battle was going on. And let me tell you, the battle was 46 were fighting against 1 million Mughals. 10 lakh versus 40. Can you imagine that battle? And still fighting with bravery. That's why it is said, Chidiya nal baaj ladawa, Guru Govind Singh tab naam kahawa. Ik se sawa lakh ladawa. If I am Guru Govind Singh, every single Sikh is capable of fighting 100,000 enemies at once. This is what he said. So the battle was going on. Meanwhile, something bad happened. They were fighting there, and then this Gangu informed Wazir Khan out of greed about both of the sons and the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Wazir Khan caught them, imprisoned all three of them. And then something happened which never ever happened before in the history of India. Wazir Khan gave them two options: either die or convert into Islam. Mockingly, he asked Fateh Singh Ji. Fateh Singh Ji was just 5 years old boy, just 5 years old. Imagine that Wazir Khan asked that 5 years old Fateh Singh Ji, if I will leave you, what will you do then? Imagine if I leave you, let you go, what will you do? That 5-year-old child said, I will go and gather my army and will attack you once again. Wazir Khan became furious. And both of those Sahibzadas, the princes, they refused. Both of the princes refused to convert. Wazir Khan buried them alive within a wall. Today we have Gurudwara Bora Sahib there. While being buried alive, Zorawar Singh Ji was 9 years old. Fateh Singh Ji was just 5 years old. While getting buried alive, they were smiling and singing Japuji Sahib. Hearing this news that both of the grandsons were buried alive, grandmother died in misery. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji's mother died, all 4 sons died. Once Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, "Main to Param Purush ka dasa, dekhan aaya jagat tamasha." But still, he was not shaken on the path of dharma. In 1708, Guru Gobind Singh Ji declared Adi Granth as the eternal Guru. He said, even if I die, now Adi Granth will be the Guru. Shabd hi Guru hoga. The Granth, the scripture itself will be the next Guru. And since then, Adi Granth is called Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. 1710, Banda Bairagi, one of the disciples of Guru Tegh Bahadur, a commander of Khalsa army, killed Wazir Khan and took the revenge. But as if it was not over, Mughal retaliated. 6 were brought to Delhi in a procession of 2,006 head hang on the spears. Can you just imagine that? On the roads of Delhi, 2,006 heads were put on the spears and the procession. And people were told to convert into Islam. Some of the writers write that daily 106 soldiers were murdered in public for continuously 7 days just to abolish Sikhs or to get converted. Banda Bairagi's son, Ajay Singh, Banda Bairagi, that commander of Khalsa, who killed Wazir Khan, His son Ajay Singh was murdered in front of him, as if it was not enough. His son's heart was cut out and it was put in the mouth of Banda Bairagi. But still Banda Bairagi did not get deviated from the path of dharma. He said, no, I won't follow any other than Guru himself. 1716, when he still refused to convert, his eyes were gouged out. His limbs were severed. His skin was removed alive. And then he was killed. But it was not over after this. The descendants of Mughal were very incompetent. And the whole Mughal empire collapsed in next few years. But the descendants of gurus were most competent, among one of the most competent India has ever seen. Maharaja Ranjit Singh, he created one of the biggest Sikh empire. Mughals vanished and Sikhs are prospering till date. We don't find much traces of Mughals in India now as terms of their ancestors. They are selling tea in Delhi, but the ancestors, but the descendants of Sikhs are making governments across the globe. And the descendants of Mughals are selling tea in Delhi. So it has been a history of wisdom and valor both. Now, after understanding this, once we understood that Shri Guru Granth Sahib was established, now we'll go to understand what this says. So initially it was called, now we are entering into the second part after learning the history. Shri Guru Granth Sahib was initially called as Adi Granth. It was compiled by, as I told you, 5th Guru, Guru Arjan Dev at Amritsar. And it was installed at Harmandir Sahib in 1604 at Amritsar. The first Granthi or the caretaker was Baba Buddha. 10th Guru called it a Guru. He said Shabdi Guru Hoga. And a new name was given. Instead of Adi Granth, Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji has got 5,894 hymns, out of which 974 was compiled by Nanak himself, Guru Nanak Dev himself. 62 was from 2nd Guru, 907 by 3rd Guru, 679 by 4th Guru, 2218 by 5th Guru, and 115 by the 10th Guru. So 6th Guru, six Gurus have contributed in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. 541 hymns are being contributed by Bhakt Kabir, and the rest 381 are contributed by 17 saints of distinct caliber and amazing spiritual wisdom like Kabir, Farid, Namdev, Ravidas, Bani, Trilochan, Jaydev, Sundar, Parmanand, Sadhana, Ramanand, Dhanna, Pipa, Surde, Bhikan, Mardana, Sen, and 2 poets, Balband and Sata. Along with that, 11 bhaktas or poets of Sikh Guru, Mathura, Jalap, Harban, Talya, Salya, Bhal, Kull Sahar, Nal, Kirat, Gayand, Sadrang, all of them contributed. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is of 1,430 pages. First 8 pages are devoted to Japji Sahib. Second, from 8 to 1351 is for musical hymns. Then there are shlokas. Then there are gathas. Then there are funhe. Then 6th there is chobale. Then there are shlokas of Kabir and Farid. Then there are poetries of gurus by bhaktas. And last 9th are the shlokas of the Guru. And rather 10th is the Ragmala. So Guru Granth Sahib Ji is divided in 10 sections, 1,430 pages. When Adi Granth was declared as Guru, then it was considered as the living embodiment of the master or the guru. So Shri Guru Govind, the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the real guru. That's why they put a ritual fan on Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So they put a fan on him. A person does a ritual fan, just like you do to your gurus. They serve Guru Granth Sahib Ji just as a guru. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is put on Guru Gaddi. He has his own darbar, the court, and he gives hukumnama, randomly selected him as a daily divine order. Guru Dwara literally means, Guru means the master, Dwara means the gate towards the master, gate towards the wisdom. So Guru Dwara is a Guru Dwara if there is Guru Granth Sahib Ji in that. If there is no Guru Granth Sahib Ji, it's not Guru Dwara, it is must. And I was amazed to know this. I think it is the only scripture in the world which has 12 languages used in its compilation. Arabic, Sanskrit, Persian, Punjabi, Hindi, Sindhi, Lehandi, Dekhani, Bengali, Marathi, Gujarati, and whatnot. 6 main themes of Guru Granth Sahib Ji is, first, search of God. How to search God. Second, means to communicate with the God. How should you communicate? Third, methods to realize the God. Fourth, religious commandments. Fifth, rules of morality. Sixth, Guru theology. When you read Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, it is called Guru Bani Path. Guru Bani means the words the word spoken by Guru is called Guru Bani. Another is called Akhand Path. It means uninterrupted, continuous reading of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Third is called Kirtan, singing verses of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So now you must be really interested to know what is written in that. What was that scripture that Guru Arjan was not ready to remove even a single line? He rather chose to die rather than removing a single line. What inspired Guru Govind Singh Ji? Let's go into it. So it starts with Mool Mantra. Mool Mantra. It says Ek Omkar. Ek means one. Omkar means God. God is one. This is what Guru Nanak said. There is no Hindu, there is no Muslim. Enough in the name of religion. And then it goes like this. Satnam. Karta Purak. Satnam means the true or the eternal name. Karta means the God is creator. Purak means he is the immanent in his creation and fills in all beings. Very scientific thing he says. God does not create the world. Guru Nanak Dev said, God is the world. Everything around you is the manifestation of God himself. He is immanent in his creation and fills all beings. Living or non-living beings. Everything is God. Nirbhav, without fear. Because there is nobody else. There's everybody is God. It means there is nobody else. Advait. So why to fear? From whom to fear? Nirveru, without enemy. All are mine. I don't see as anybody as enemy. Akala Murat, never die, eternal, existing. Remember in Sanatan Dharma, Satchitanand. Ajuni, never born. Sabhang, self-illuminated. He is from himself. Nobody created God. So this is what is the God. Now, how to realize God? Guru Prasadi. He is realized by the kindness of the Guru. You need a guru to remove that darkness. And such enlightened gurus who lived their life for the message for millions. And then it begins the japu, the chant begins. Adi Sach, Jugadi Sach. God was the truth in the beginning and has been so in all the ages. Nanak hosi bhi sach. Nanak, he is the truth even now and shall forever be so. He is the truth. This is the eternal truth of the world. God in everybody. Such a compassionate religion it is, full of love. But the question comes is, how will you realize that truth? What is the medium of realization? Guru. But how will you realize, even if you have Guru? How will you realize? Then Japuji Sahab says, it may remind you of Guru Arjan Dev. Listen, how will you realize that God? By accepting his will with pleasure and obeying the preordained. Ish krapa, ish ichha. Accept his will with pleasure. And remember, this is what Guru Arjan said. Oh Lord, oh Vaheguru, oh wondrous Lord. Probably this is what is your will. That much level of surrender. When you surrender, then you realize the divine. Why? Because ahankara is the biggest problem. Till you don't surrender, you feel you are somebody. You can't connect with higher. So accepting is most important. There are some other scriptures also called Dasham Granth. Dasham Granth means the book of the 10th one. It is the second most sacred scripture of Sikhism. It has works and the words of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. It was compiled by Mani Singh Ji, 1734. Then some other are called Vars. It is the collection of the writings of ballads. It is known as the key of Adi Granth. It makes it easy for you to understand. And then there are certain commentaries on the scriptures by Bhai Gurudas Ji and Bhai Nandalal Ji. Now let's go further deeper into Sikhism. There is something called Sikh Sahit Maryada. How will somebody be declared as a Sikh? How will you know that you are a Sikh? Then there are certain things, 5 Sikh code discipline. Ask yourself, do you follow those disciplines? It is called Sikh Rahit Maryada. So a definition of Sikh is what? He should have believed in these 5 things. First, Akal Purak, believe in oneness of God. Second, believe in the 10 gurus and their teachings. Third, believe in the sayings of Adi Guru Granth Sahib. Fourth, in certain sects of Sikhism, Amrit initiation is must. And fifth, Rahit Nama, no other religion you should be following. So these are the 5 things. No other dedication you should have. So these are the 5 things are must. Now, after understanding this, let's understand the pillars of Sikhism. What are the major pillars of Sikhism? So, what are the major pillars of Sikhism? Has got 3 major pillars. First is called Namajap. Namajap literally means meditate daily. Daily we need to meditate in the name of the Lord. Recite the names of the God. Recite what? Vahe Guru. Vahe means wondrous, Guru means Lord. Recite the name of the truth. Reflect on the qualities of the God, because when you reflect on the qualities of God, those qualities come in you. This is first pillar. Second is Kirat Karni. Work hard. You will never ever find a Sikh beggar in the world, because kirat karni, work hard. Working hard and make honest living. Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to say, only he who earns his living by the sweat and honest efforts and shares his earning with others have discovered the path of righteousness. So it is must for a Sikh to be honest in earning. Very strong. Imagine the world following this, meditating daily, doing his job very honestly, whatever he's doing. Third is, Vand Chakna, serve others. Don't be selfish. Sharing the fruit of your labor with others, providing free food, donating to the community, langar or the community kitchen, free for all. No caste, no race, no religion is the matter of differentiation. Equality. So this is the three basic things every Sikh has to do daily. Do something for others daily. Do your work very honestly daily and meditate daily. Objective of life. What is the objective of life of a Sikh? Guru Nanak Dev said that the objective of life is mukti. What is mukti? Being one with the Lord. Realize that Advaita, that we are one. And how it is possible? Then there are three things. One must listen to Sadguru. Who is Sadguru? Sadguru is your consciousness, who lies within everybody's heart. So there is a consciousness inside all of us that is called Sadguru. Listen to your consciousness. Whenever you do wrong in life, there is a voice that comes from within that you are doing wrong. Stop then and there. Your life will become beautiful. Listen to the Sadguru within. Second, meditate with love on the divine name. Vaheguru. Remember Vaheguru. Meditate on the divine. Third is, enlightenment can only happen through the grace of God and Guru. Have Guru and believe in God. Then if I'm doing it, why I'm not realizing myself, why I'm not realizing oneness with the Lord, then Guru Nanak Ji said that there are 5 biggest obstacles. Those obstacles are called being manmukh. So there are 2 types of people. One is called manmukh. Manmukh is a person who has lust in him, kama. 5 biggest obstacle in self-realization. First, kama, lust. Second, krodh, anger. Ask yourself, do you have these? Third, lobh, greed. Fourth, mad, attachment. Fifth, ahankara, ego. So these are the 5 obstacles. So what is to be done? If I want to realize myself, point number 1, remove all these 5 obstacles. Point number 2, follow those 3 pillars we discussed. Point number 3, be a gurumukhi rather than manmukha. Don't follow your mind, because mind tells you about anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego. Be gurumukha. Look at the Guru, follow the teachings of the Guru. Listen to your internal Sadguru. This is the 4th point. And if you do these 4 things, remove being manmukhi, follow 3 pillars, be gurumukha, and listen to your Sadguru inside. Then what you'll become? You become a Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means leading life unmoved by the worldly temptation, yet remain engaged in the society. Like lotus over the muddy water. You are still in the world and still unmoved. And when you die, you become Mukta. Your Atma will merge in Paramatma. It is called Sachkhand, the realm of truth, and there will be no rebirth then. This is what Guru Nanak Dev said. When Guru Nanak Ji was asked, out of these problems, what is the biggest problem? Guru Nanak Ji said, Ahankara. The I-ness is the biggest hurdle of all. Somebody asked Ramakrishna Paramahansa Ji, when shall I be free? Ramakrishna Paramahansa replied, when I shall exist to be. This I is the biggest problem. Leaving ego is must. It is the cornerstone of Sikhism. In Sikhism, you need to leave your ego. It is the biggest teaching of Sikhism. Ego leads to duality, me versus them. Duality leads to fear. He may harm me. Fear leads to wrongdoing. Wrongdoing leads to suffering. And that's why you remember whenever Guru Nanak Dev used to write something or say something, he will say, "Oh Nanak," as if he is referring to somebody else. Like if I'm talking to myself, I said, "Oh Vikrant, seems you are very much tired." It means I'm not saying I am tired. I'm saying Vikrant is tired. So Guru Nanak Dev was so clear that I am not this body. He will say, "Oh Nanak." He never permitted his ego to say, "I am Nanak." He will address even self as the body. Kabir Das ji said, "जब मैं था तब प्रभु नहीं, अब प्रभु है तब मैं नहीं, प्रेम गली अति साकरी ई में दो न समाही." When God was there, I was not there. I means ego. Now I am there, ego is there, then God is not there. The tunnel or the walkway of love is so small that me and ego, God and ego cannot coexist. One of them can exist. When I act in ego, you were not present. When ego was present, you were not present. And when I was present, God was not present. Oh Nanak, repeat these words. Nanak used to say, he is me, I am him, the one in them, the one in when, three words are merged. He is me, I am him, the one in whom the three words are merged. We all are going to merge together in one. Guru Nanak Dev used to say, "O Nanak, to recognize this hukum of Lord, thy will, for it to take effect, let the ego not say, I am myself. Shed your ego and follow the hukum." What is hukum? Whatever happens in life, whatever comes to your life is a hukum of divine. Accept it gracefully and do your best, whatever you can do in the given situation. How you can do that? Then there are two options, as I told you. Some people are manmukh of lower mind with ego. Some people are gurmukh of higher mind, face towards the guru. And how you become a higher mind? By leaving your ego. That's why you bow down to your guru. How you bow down? How should you do? And that's why whenever you go to Gurudwara, you do polish, shoe polish. आप झाड़ू लगाते हैं. You do many such services. Why? To shed your own ego. And then Guru will help you to redefine your I-ness with the divine consciousness. So while being active in the world, you can still be Gurumukh. Sikhism does not expect you to leave the world. It promotes the householdership life. Almost all of the gurus has family. Do your duty with divine awareness, and that divine awareness comes with Gurumukhi. Do your duty with the divine awareness of one mukh. But when you do your duty with individual awareness, then it becomes manmukh. So that's why Guru Nanak Ji used to say about Allahi hukum. What is Allahi hukum? Having created the universe, God set it in order and keeps it so. There is an order in this universe called dharma in Vedanta. Hukum is what? A divine order to which mankind must adhere, submitting to the will of God without question and doubt. And probably this is why Guru Gobind Singh could hold his courage. Okay, fine, it was a divine hukum. One's destiny is decided by the karma, which can be changed. But the key to live in harmony with hukum. It means face the situations as a hukum of divine and do your karma in that, whatever best you can understand. Don't cry over the spilt milk. Whatever happened, go ahead. And what are those 5 ka? Kesh, uncut hair. So hair is the gift of God. Rishi Kesh is there in India. So Kesh represents the natural flow of dharma. It symbolizes holiness. So Sikhs will never cut their hair. Second is be natural. Second is kala, steel bracelet. It shows eternity of God, and God who has no beginning and the end. Eternity. Reminds you of a good deeds when you wear a kara. And it is worn in the right wrist. Third is kacha, the pair of underwears, underpants. It symbolizes self-control and chastity, self-discipline and focus. Next is kangha, the wooden comb. It represents tidiness, shaucha, looking after God's creation. You yourself become tight, observe tidiness and observe it around also. Last is krapana, sword, represents courage and divine defense of dharma. Defend weak, never do injustice and never let injustice to be done by anybody, as Guru said. And Guru lived also their life. What are the worships in Sikhism? Sikhs must participate in society and should not be passive or ascetics. They should be householders. Second, must not renunciate the world. Majority of the gurus were married in households. Third, follow Sangat, meditate together. Fourth, follow Pangat, equality promoted by sitting together and eating after worship is called Pangat. Life में जैसी संगत होगी, जैसी पंगत होगी, जीवन की वैसी रंगत होगी. Assure that you are sitting with the right kind of people and you are eating with the right kind of people. And your life will be better. Fifth is langar, free distribution of food at temples, as food is a medium of generating equality in Sikhism. Sixth is do seva. Wherever you do, assure, ask yourself what seva I did today. If nobody else, at least press your father's feet or your mother's feet. This much seva you can do. Feed the birds. Seventh, never attempt to convert people to Sikhism. Very important. Never attempt to convert people to Sikhism. Prefer cooperation and interfaith dialogue. Eighth, Path karna, read Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji daily. Small even. Ninth, keep gutka, collection of hymns wrapped in cloth for ready reference. 10th, Nitnam, do daily prayers. 11th, Ardas, petition, put your prayers to the God. 12th, Rehras and Sohila. Sohila is the hymns of joy. Rehras, evening prayers. And 13th, follow Rahit Maryada. We discussed what is Rahit Maryada. What are the ceremonies? There are a few ceremonies. Namkaran ceremony. 6 are given names in Gurudwara. Another is Amrit Sanchar ceremony. At the adolescence, adults promises to live according to Rahat Maryada. Then even marriage ceremonies are done in Gurudwaras. And it concludes with the couple following and worshipping Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And funeral and even cremation. And the ashes were put in the rivers. So these are a couple of the ceremonies they follow. Then regarding the temples or Gurudwaras, you must have observed all the historical sites. Wherever Guru visited are Gurudwaras now. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the center of every Gurudwara. There is one flag called Nishan Sahib Ji in Gurudwaras. Nishan Sahib Ji is the Sikh flag. It's a triangular flag of saffron color. Saffron color represents the color of sacrifice. And Khanda emblem on it. Khanda emblem is the emblem of Khalsa. So this flag was replaced. It is replaced in every Baisakhi. It is Sikh's New Year. So what is that Khalsa? This emblem. In that Khalsa emblem, there is a double-edged sword in between. I'll show you right now. That double-edged sword represents two aspects, saint and the soldier. And then there is a circle behind the sword that represents oneness of God and unity of mankind. And there are two swords crossing each other. They represent worldly life and the spiritual elevation. Let me show you that also. It is such a beautiful symbol, and it reminds us of the martyrdom of the gurus, and it also reminds us about the let me see where it is. Okay, I'm not able to share my screen. No worries, no worries. We'll show you later. So that is the emblem of Khalsa. Now there are certain festivals that is being observed. 5th January is the birthday of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. 16 June, martyrdom of Guru Arjan Singh Ji. 1st September, installation of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji at Harmandir. 14th November, martyrdom of Guru Tej Bahadur Ji. 26th of November, birthday of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And then next day of Holi, to Hola Mohalla it is said. So it is very famous festival, and it was started by the 10th Guru. So all the Sikhs gather, and then they do many military exercises. There is a Gatka dance, which is Sikh martial art forms, and many mock battles by Nihangs is done there. So it is beautiful celebration. Then Nihang are the armed corps of Khalsa. They are called Nihangs. Baisakhi. So every 13th and 14th of April, so after the spring harvest, they observe this. Diwali is the day when foundation of Harmandir Sahib was kept, and it is the day when release of Har Gobind Singh Ji happened. And from the Gwalior prison, he arrived to Amritsar. They also observe Sankranti. Now, one of the most sacred, not one of the, in fact, the most sacred place of Sikhism in the world is Golden Temple. Most sacred. Golden Temple is open from all 4 gates. It has 4 gates. So it represents that Sikhism is open in all directions, very open religion. Truth can be approached from different dimensions. But when you go inside Golden Temple, so inside there is only one door to enter the Golden Temple. It represents, though you may approach from various paths, but you reach to one Omkar. Finally, there is one truth. All path leads to that one truth. 60 lakh visitors visit Golden Temple every year. 1 lakh people get free meal daily. Golden Temple offers world's largest free serving kitchen in the world. And they are staffed by the volunteers. And even if you want to volunteer, let me tell you, the waiting list is in thousands. Thousands of people are in waiting list to serve at the Golden Temple. And there are certain takhts. Takhts means the shrines of the gurus. So one takht is called Akal Takht. It is the oldest and the largest. Guru Har Gobind Ji's takht in Amritsar. Then another takht was Takht Shri Patna Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's takht. Then another takht is Takht Shri Keshgarh Sahib Anand. Khalsa was inaugurated here. Another takht is Takht Shri Hujur Sahib Nanded. Guru Gobind Singh Ji incarnated the guruship to Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji here only. And that's why it is very important. And then Takht Shri Damdama Sahib Bhatinda, Guru Gobind Singh Ji compiled the final version of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji here. So all these takhts are very important in the life of a Sikh. So these are the places of pilgrimage also. So dear friends, we had a quick understanding of Sikhism and introduction of Sikhism. We learned about what Sikhism is, how it originated. We learned about the life's history, inspiring history of gurus. We learnt about the scriptures. We learnt about the prayers, Japuji Sahib. We learnt about the pillars of Sikhism, the basic philosophy of Sikhism, 5 Ks, worship, and the festivals of this grand religion. Thank you very much.